it's Kids Books by David here, and today I'm going to read you pages 51 through 55 of Diary of Wimpy Kid #1 by Just Kidding. I try not to let it bother me too much, though. I've never been allowed to go to the Crossing Haunted House before, and I wasn't going to let Rowdy ruin it for me. Rowdy has told me all about it, and I've been looking forward to this for about 3 years. Anyway, when we got to the entrance, I started having second thoughts about going in. Good evening. But Mom seemed like she was in a hurry to get this over with, and she moved us along. Once we were through the gate, it was one scare after another. There were vampires jumping out at you, and people with heads and all sorts of crazy stuff. But the worst part was this area called Chainsaw Alley. There was this big guy in a hockey mask, and he had a real chainsaw. Roger told me the chainsaw was a rubber blade, but I wasn't taking any chances. Right when it looked like the chainsaw guy was going to catch us, Mom stepped in and bailed us out. That's not nice. I'm sorry, ma'am. Mom made the chainsaw guy show us where the exit was, and that was the end of our haunted house experience right there. I guess it was a little embarrassing when Mom did that, but I'm willing to let it go this one time. Saturday. The Crossland Haunted House really got me thinking. Those guys were charging $5 a pop, and the line stretched halfway around the school. I decided to make a haunted house on my own. Actually, I had to bring Rowdy in on the deal because Mom wouldn't let me convert our first floor into a full-out haunted mansion. I knew Rowdy's dad wouldn't be crazy about the idea either, so we decided to build the haunted house in his basement and just not mention it to his parents. Me and Rowdy spent most of the day coming up with an awesome plan for our haunted house. Here was our final plan. Hall of Screams, Lake of Blood, Bottomless Pit, Knife Alley, Hand Hall, Death Slide, Maze of 1,000 Skulls, Rat Tunnel, and Acid Lake and Exit. I don't mean to brag or anything, but what we came up with was way better than the Crossland High School haunted house. We realized we were going to need to get the word out that we were doing this thing, so we got some paper and made up a bunch of flyers. I admit, maybe we stretched the truth a little in our advertisement, but we had to make sure people actually showed up. Haunted house with live sharks. Ouch. 32 Surrey Street, admission 50 cents, 3 p.m. By the time we finished putting the flyers up around the neighborhood and got back to Rowdy's basement, it was already 2:30, and we hadn't even started putting the actual haunted house together yet. So we had to cut some corners from our original plan. That's all I'm going to read you today. Hope you stay tuned for pages 56 through 60, and I will see you soon.